Atkinson. He is brilliant. You are going to love him. You've been so supportive so far, so please carry that energy through into this section and go wild and crazy on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, start the clapping.
Yes, I'm Louis. A little bit about myself. I'm from a little city called Ely. Ely is known affectionately as the Isle of Eels. It's less affectionately known as the Isle of Incest. Yeah, I don't like that reputation though. I don't think that's very fair actually. And my sister, yeah, she hates it even more than me. I mean, just the other day she gave our son a black eye when he called her Auntie. Poor little Timmy. I mean, he should know better though, really. And you would have thought his defence would be better. You know, we call him Little Timmy ironically. Like, he's fucking massive. He looks like Goro off of Mortal Kombat. You know Goro? You know, little pod head, hair of an old school horse, body like the Hulk, 4 arms. You know, like 4 arms, like not just that he has 4 arms. Well, he's got what? He's got, hang on, he's got 4 forearms. Oh, you get the point. He's massive. He's like 10th generation Ely inbred. Talking about Mortal Kombat, does anybody remember Shang Tsung? Not too many. He's a very famous fighter. You should familiarise yourself with it. But yeah, I'll tell you about him. He's like an old evil Asian sorcerer. Yeah, it's kind of his famous finishing movie with his black magic hand. He kind of sucks the soul straight out of someone. He does that and he snarls, he goes, "Your soul is mine." Well, his daughter's been in the news a lot recently. Her name's Bonnie Blue. She's like a young English sort of whore. And her finishing move is to suck the virginity straight out of adolescent young men. She sort of does that with her black magic pussy and she says, "Your virginity is mine." Yeah. Give us a cheer if you've heard of Bonnie Blue. Yeah, looking around the room, it makes sense. Cheeky boy up here, yeah. But for those of you that don't know, Bonnie Blue, she's quite famous these days, mainly for winning the world record of shagging the most amount of men in one session. Yeah. She shagged over 1,000 blokes in 12 hours. 1,000 blokes in 12 hours. I mean, whether you think that's paving the way for modern feminism or you think that's the actions of the daughter of an evil Asian sorcerer, that's impressive numbers, you know, you've got to admire that level of efficiency. Yeah, she's been in the news a lot though recently, Bonnie Blue, and not just for her world record of owner of the busiest cave on earth, no. She's kept up a pretty impressive pace of organising these shag fests, and not just here in the UK, she's gone international, she's setting these up over in Australia. Most controversially, she's been accused of targeting university students and actually hooking up with underage teenage lads. Yeah, it's important to say she denies these accusations. She says that every single knob that has been slung up her in the UK or down under her in Australia has been of a legal age and consensual. So it's a bit of a difficult one now. We're trying to work out where the truth lies in that situation. Luckily, the BBC and ITV have said that they're on the case. They gave a press release to say that that they're looking at all available images, all content, and they're going to get out a fully comprehensive and rigid report in the next few days, coming from their 2 most seasoned experts, namely Hugh Edwards and Philip Schofield. So I'm sure that these experts will clear that up for us. But yeah, Bonnie Blue, I don't really know, to tell you the truth, how I feel about all of this stuff with Bonnie Blue. I mean, she's getting so much dick at the moment. Sorry, I meant to say stick at the moment. Yeah, so I don't really know if that's fair, because, you know, all you hear these days is how tough young men have it, you know. Mental health crisis, they have no sense of community, they can't speak to women, they can't hook up with women, you know, that's all you kind of hear. I saw the CEO for the charity Mind, he was on telly the other day, and he said that 80% of all suicides in the UK is young men. It's like, that's awful, isn't it? And yet here comes sweet little Bonnie Blue. You know, when you think about it, she's done more than these mental health charities combined in getting young men to talk about their feelings and come together. The more I think about it, the more I think she's the modern day face of charity. I suppose that's probably a bit like the old face of charity, just more sticky and smells like bleach. That's all my time. Thanks very much.